don't give up. As an artist, we are faced with multiple obstacles and falling short against our competition. But there are ways to shine through the competition. Banksy once said, there's nothing more dangerous than someone wanting to make the world a better place. We as artists should be wanting to make an impact, whether if it's community-wise or globally-wise. That's up for you to decide. But first things first is we must have a story to tell. And behind that story has to be a very strong conviction. And I know you might be wondering, well, Kenny, I know these things. I know how to tell a story. I have conviction behind it. But do you know the story that you're telling? And do you know how to convey that to your said brand in the most efficient and optimal way? During my time when I was working at Lake Arrowhead for the fire department, I had a branding project where I did a patchwork design, and it was of a bear and basically what represented them and their image and their voice for their community. I was having the hardest time trying to figure out and decide, how could I convey this? How could I do this on a patch that would be meaningful and representable for this company, but not only reflect what they value and what they owe for? It was really hard and it was very challenging. A lot of it came with a lot of hard work, a lot of framework, a lot of planning. But I'll say one of the biggest things I believe is what really makes or breaks an artist is to clearly and visually represent these said theories, these ideas, these themes onto paper. It's like when you were young and let's say you went through a time of hardship. Let's say you broke an ankle or maybe had a sports injury, or if, let's say, you had a disease. It was a very hard and challenging time, and I'm sure that you felt pain. You must have felt upset, maybe even depressed with yourself. These are things that you could use to leverage companies and also to leverage and have a voice, have an emotional impact on your said audience. And then that's where the magic continues. That's where you could start coming up and formalizing an amazing story to tell that I can guarantee you will create and generate that trust and that traction for engagement and holding that engagement and or focus with your said client. And this is what I'm going to leave you with today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Feel free, but let me know your thoughts. What do you feel? How do you think? Or how would you tell a story from an artist's perspective? How would you keep someone engaged and keep them as a client for the next coming years? Because at the end of the day, that's really mostly what matters, is having that trust and having those clients having your backing for your business.